Are you hurt, Lieutenant?
I pass all surgery.
Mary, God forbid.
Reputation, reputation, reputation. Oh, I have lost my reputation. I've lost the immortal part of myself, and what remains is the steel. My reputation, Iago, my reputation.
As I am an honest man, I thought you had received some bodily wound. There is more sense in that than in reputation. Reputation is an idle and most false imposition, oft got without merit and lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation at all, unless you repute yourself such a loser. What man, where are always ways to recover the general? You are but now cast in his mood, a punishment more in policy than in malice, even so as one would beat his offenseless dog to affright an imperious lion. Sue to him again, and he's yours.
I would rather sue to be despised than to deceive so good a commander, who so slight, so drunken, and so indiscreet an officer, drunk, and speak parrot, and squabble, swagger, swear, and discourse sustained with one's own shadow? O thou invisible spirit of wine, if thou hast no name to be known by, let us call thee devil.
What was he that you followed with your sword? What had he done to you?
I know not.
Is it possible?
I remember a mass of things, but nothing distinctly. A quarrel, but nothing wherefore. Oh God, that men should put an enemy in their mouths to seal away their brains, that we should, with joy, pleasance, revel, and applause, transform ourselves into these.
Why? But you are now well enough. How came you thus recovered?
It hath pleased the devil's drunkenness to give place to the devil's wrath. One unperfectness shows me another to make me, frankly, despise myself.
Come, you are too severe a moraler. As the time, the place, and the condition of this country stands, I could heartily wish this had not so befallen. But since it is as it is, mend it for your own good.
I will ask him for my place again. He shall tell me I am a drunkard. Had I as many mouths as Hydra, such an answer would stop them all. To be now a sensible man, by and by a fool, and presently a beast. Oh, strange! Every inordinate cup is unblessed, and the ingredient in is the devil.
Come. Good wine is a good familiar creature, if it be well used. Exclaim no more against it. And good lieutenant, I think you think I love you.
I have well approved it, sir. I drunk.
You, or any man living, may be drunk at any time, man. I'll tell you what you shall do. Our general's wife is now the general. I may say so in this respect, for he hath devoted and given up himself to the contemplation, mark, and denouement of her parts and graces. Confess yourself freely to her, importune her to help you put in your place again. She is of so free, so kind, so apt, so blessed a disposition she holds. It is a vice in her goodness not to do more than she is requested. This broken joint between you and her husband entreat her to a splinter, and my fortunes against any lay worth naming, this crack of your love shall grow stronger than ever was before.
You advise me well.
I protest in the sincerity of love and honest kindness.
I think it freely, and betimes in the morning I will beseech the virtuous Desdemona to undertake for me. I am desperate of my fortunes if they check me here.
You are in the right. Good night, Lieutenant. I must to the watch.
Good night, honest Iago.
And what's he then? That says I play the villain? When this advice is free, I give an honest probrial to thinking, and indeed the course to win the more again. For 'tis most easy the inclining Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit. She is framed as fruitful as the free elements, and then for her to win the more, weren't to renounce his baptism, all seals and symbols of redeemed sin. His soul is so infettered to her love that she may make, unmake, do what she list, even as her appetite shall play the god with his weak function. How am I then a villain to counsel Cassio to this parallel course directly to his good? Divinity of hell! When villains will the blackest sins put on, they do suggest at first with heavenly shows, as I do now. For whiles this honest fool piles Desdemona to repair his fortune, and she for him pleads strongly to the more. I'll pour this pestilence into his ear, and she repeals him for her body's lust, and by how much she strives to do him good. she shall undo her credit with the more. So will I turn her virtue into pitch, and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. How now, Rodrigo?
I do follow here in the chase, not like a hound that hunts, but one that fills up the cry. My money is almost spent. I have been tonight exceedingly well cudgelled, and I think the issue will be I shall have so much experience for my pains, and so, with no money at all and a little more wit, return again to Venice.
How poor are they that have not patience? What wound did ever heal but by degrees? Thou knowest, we work by wit and not witchcraft, and wit depends on dilatory time. Dost not go well? Cassio hath beaten thee, and thou by that small hurt hast cashiered Cassio. Though other things grow fair against the sun, yet the fruits that blossom first will first be ripe. Content thyself a while. By the mass, 'tis morning. Pleasure and action make the hours seem short. Retire thee, go where thou art billeted. Away, I say. Thou shalt no more hereafter. Nay, get thee gone. 2 things are to be done. My wife must move for Cassio to her mistress. I'll set her on. Myself, the while to draw the more apart, and bring him jump when he may Cassio find soliciting by his wife. Aye, that's the way. Dull, not device by coldness and delay.